Hello everybody, welcome to Hoyt Archery. Anthony here, and in this video we're going to be checking out the string tension system on the Hoyt Xceed here. We're going to be starting off in the performance setting. We're going to move down to the hybrid and then into the low smooth setting at the very bottom. We'll see how kind of like the bow reacts and just how my experience shooting the bow changes with changing the settings. Now we're going to start off in performance because, well, that's where I shoot my Xceed in with my Velo Slims here. So we'll see how my thoughts change when we move to the hybrid and to the smooth. I think the smooth, like the Formula XI that I did this same test on, I think that setting is going to be a little bit too smooth / like floppy for my opinion or for my taste. But we'll see because this is an ILF bow and that was a Formula bow, so the setup is a little bit different on it. So I am interested to see how they're going to compare. Just off the bat, this setting here, the performance setting on the Xceed, is a different feel than the performance setting on the Formula XI. Just for those that are curious, this is a lot snappier, in my opinion. The XI is still pretty smooth, quick but still very smooth. Also, before we actually shoot this arrow down there, I probably should clarify that nothing on this bow is going to change through any of these settings besides the settings themselves. So we're not changing out arrows or stabilizers, we're not changing the weight of the bow or anything like that. Basically, whatever result we get with it will be only due to the settings changing. Of course, I am still a human. But mistakes happen and stuff like that. But it should be fairly scientific in some extent or another. So let's see how this first one goes. Fairly usual there, quick, crisp, definitely has that snap to it. And again, what I'll be looking for is, my personal guess is that as we move down in these, it should get maybe a little more floppy, maybe smooth out a little bit more. We'll see. We'll shoot another arrow though at the performance setting, just in case. That one I shot really well though, felt pretty good, but we'll do another. Alright, definitely did its thing. Let's go and make some adjustments. Alright, so we made our adjustments. We are now in the middle setting, or hybrid mode, as it's called. It's supposed to be that middle ground between the performance and the smooth. And, well, we're going to see how it goes. We'll be shooting 2 arrows again, like we did for the performance mode. And I'll just be giving you my feedback on how it feels, if I feel a change in how the bow reacts, or any part of the whole draw cycle of the shot. If any of that seems smoother or whatever, I'll let you know. All right, it was a good shot. It didn't feel as snappy. It actually has a little less. The snap has a little less bite to it. For the performance setting, you could really feel like it whipped out of your fingers and was really quick to trying to go back to this relaxed form, not the bow under tension being drawn back. This it did that, but it did that with a lot more smoothness to it, which is interesting. It wasn't floppy by any means. Also, if anybody's curious, let's try another arrow. All right, that one went good too. Yeah, it's pretty, I guess middle of the road. So at that point, I'm thinking that the smooth setting is going to be quite smooth, since this hybrid is not as snappy as the performance, but at the same point in time, it's not super smooth, I would say. So let's make some adjustments again and see where that goes. In terms of arrows hitting the target, they're still right around the center, so I really haven't seen a performance drop. You would think the higher string tension would get you a little more speed out of the arrow, and it probably does, but I guess based on my shooting, I'm not shooting at a level so finite that I'm really going to notice it without either like plotting a ton of arrows and tracking where they go based on each string tension setting, or just running them through a chronograph to see what the arrow speed does. They may be slightly slower. I can't like visually notice a difference. So definitely not that slow. We'll see if the smooth setting drops some more, because if you're getting more slack in your string tension, I would think that would make the arrows fly down a little bit slower, because the string's not pushing as hard to get back to this relaxed form from being at full draw. But we'll find out. That was the whole purpose of this video. All right, so now we have the bow adjusted to the smooth setting. We move those blocks all the way down on both the top and bottom, and we're going to see how this goes. Just from pulling the bow back, I actually think it's going to draw a little bit smoother than the other two settings. I'm curious to see if when I actually release, if there's a lot of flop to the shot. I know there was a lot of flop to the Formula XI, at least for me, when I had it in the smooth setting. I know there's some really, high quality, highly experienced archers that do like the smooth setting. So I'm not saying that it's bad. It just wasn't my particular style. Let's see how this goes, though. All right. That was interesting. It definitely doesn't have the snappiness. It basically took all the bite out of the limbs snapping back in this smooth setting. It does seem a little bit smoother when you draw back the bow. I personally think that this is probably the closest to a more of a formula feel. I'm sure that can be hotly debated, but that was interesting. Let's try another shot with this. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's okay. It's not bad, and there's definitely a setting for everyone, but it's way too mellow for me. That shot was like bleh. It was all over the place. It didn't shoot bad. It just the feel of it, the responsiveness to the bow, how it reacted to how I shot it, just doesn't work for me. It is definitely smoother. You can feel the smoothness. But I like the crispness. I like the snap in the shot of this bow. That's probably like a big reason I really enjoy shooting this riser with these limbs, just how they work together to make that feel. Maybe we'll really quickly switch it back to the performance so that I can get a full circle of kind of going all the way around or all the way up and down the adjustment tree for your string tension settings on this bow. With that though, this is a unique thing for Hoyts, at least at this point in time. It'll be interesting to see if other companies try to copy them in some way or another. I don't know if these setting blocks and things, this design is like a patented technology. If it is, then other companies won't unless they come up with a way around it or pay Hoyt to use their design. So we'll see. I definitely think it adds more value to your riser just because you can adjust it to make it feel kind of the way you want it to feel, more than just adjusting the weight and changing materials or limbs or things like that. Like, you can actually adjust the riser to make your bow feel and kind of shoot differently. Also with that, the smooth setting, they definitely came in lower. And I don't know if it's because the lack of the snappiness, the string didn't roll off my fingers as well. I'm not too sure on that, but they're definitely down there lower on the target. Again, nothing huge. They're like 8-9 liners, mostly in the 8 ring, instead of the other two being mostly in like the 9 and 10, maybe even a little bit like in the high 9. So it definitely seems like the smooth setting is a little bit slower in terms of like performance, just like pure speed out of the bow. But let's switch back to the performance real quick, just so we can compare it all the way around. And of course, I like shooting in the performance, so I was going to readjust it there anyway. And we're back again, and now we're back into the performance setting. We'll shoot an arrow or so, just for kicks, because we're going full circle on this. And let's see how it happened. Not necessarily the best shot, but definitely snappy again. But I could actually feel a difference in just drawing back the bow and how the weight was kind of, loading on as I'm, drawing back more. The bow's getting heavier. The smooth setting, it definitely felt like the weight was lighter. Maybe because it was smooth setting. Very likely. With that though, I'm going to keep it in performance. It's been working really well for me, but if you do have one of these risers, then I definitely recommend testing all 3 of them out. If you're looking to buy one, I think this is a really cool option for both the Xceed and the Formula Xi. You can adjust how the bow feels, and that's not something you can do with other bows, at least directly on the riser themselves. So other than that, hopefully that answered some of your questions, or create a whole bunch of new ones now. Let me know in the comments section down below. I'll probably do a second video kind of directly talking about these 2 bows and how their string tension kind of differs between the 2. I want to say I felt like it was a little bit more dramatic with the Formula Xi, but maybe we'll just have to do like a back-to-back one and see how that goes. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Love to hear more feedback from the archery community on it. Hopefully you appreciated how I did this video, and I appreciate you guys watching. So thank you so much again, and as always, happy shooting.